Welcome, welcome. All right, guys, so today we're going to be going through stickers on GoodNotes, which I know it's always the most stressful part about being able to manage the GoodNotes, because if you're not organized with the stickers, it could be confusing. That's number one. And number two, stickers can get in the way of what you're doing, and that could be annoying, trying to move them around and put them in places where you're trying to write and then they're in the way, and then when you go to move things you're picking them up by mistake, so it could be truly annoying. So I know a lot of you are ready, but there are some new people in here, so I always like to know like what the knowledge on GoodNotes is, so I know how basic I'm gonna go. So if you're brand new to GoodNotes, I would say 2 months or less, put a pink heart in here so I know. Welcome in, everybody. I don't know how that happened. So if anyone's brand new to GoodNotes, just drop a pink heart. I just like to know how basic I'm going so that I'm not boring you guys. Okay, perfect. So pink hearts, less than 2 months on GoodNotes. This way I know like how basic we're gonna go. Okay. So today's tutorial is really just around stickers. But if you guys ask questions, I can always kind of break off and show you guys some other stuff. So why don't we go ahead and get started? And I'm going to show you guys things that you can use stickers to kind of just create your whole spread, or you can kind of use a background and then convert it into something by using the sticker. So we'll kind of go through the different things. So for example, this example you guys are looking at right now, this is an actual template, and I just use stickers to kind of put all over the page. So all of these are label stickers that I kind of just added around here. So the template itself, if I were to show you guys what it looks like, that's what it looks like. Okay. So it's just a standard template, and then everything on here that you see is pretty much a sticker, and then outside of that I just added my notes and things of that nature. So starting off with a template this simple, you can then take your stickers and then create it however you want. If I wanted this to be a weekend spread instead of a daily spread, I could have put like the word weekend up here and then maybe done like Friday, Saturday, Sunday or something of that nature. This is a long weekend, so I could have even done like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because it's a long weekend, right? So we can kind of take a template that's super simple, doesn't have much on it, and create whatever we want with it. The other option we have is to take something like some digital paper and then use a sticker to kind of make our template. So let me show you an example of that. If you guys have questions, you guys know the drill. You can drop them at any time. I'm paying attention. So if I go grab some digital paper, we had some new drops with digital paper. So let's grab that. Hi, Lisa. All right, so let me grab some of the spring paper that I released. Let's see what we have. All right, let's try with something like this. We're gonna copy the page, and if you guys, hey, if you guys are new here, let me know what you want me to slow down. But pretty much when we're using digital paper, we use it from the location we have it stored in, and then we copy that page, and then we come back over to the notebook that we're going to be adding it to, whether it's a daily, a monthly, or whatever type of spread we're doing, and we go in and then we paste that page. So now I took that digital paper from the other notebook I had it saved in, and I put it here. So now that I have my digital paper copied over, I can then turn this, hey Carmen, I can now turn this into any type of spread that I want. So I have kind of like a clean slate. So let's go through like multiple options. And if you've been here before, some of this is going to look familiar, but I always like to kind of show one of the things that I like doing with digital paper. I love using the colors that are already incorporated into the digital paper to kind of make it seamless, right? So there's a lot of white and a little bit of like orange and yellow going on this page. So if I was going to create like a daily spread with, or even a weekly with this paper, what I would probably do is zoom in to an area of a color that I like. Let's take this orange, for example, and I would circle in that section, tap it, and then I get this little camera option, which is almost like taking a screenshot of that color. So then I tap it and the color comes up. Okay. From there, I kind of click the download button and I copy it and then I zoom out of it. And now I have different options that I can do. I copied it and it's basically copied as a sticker. So here's a few things we can do with it. We can take that color, spread it out. Depending on what we're doing, right? We can kind of do something like this where we spread it out through the whole page. And now we still have that background, but now we have like empty space. So if I was writing a lot or if I had a lot going on, I would probably do something like this. But the other thing I like doing is now that that's there, right? So the background is still part of my template. This is there. I can then, if I wanted to, zoom back in to the white and maybe grab the white the same exact way, hit the copy, and then now when I zoom out, I can then go ahead and create like little boxes, right? So now I'm kind of like utilizing all the colors. So let's say I was making like a weekly for work. This week is short, so maybe I just do 4 boxes. And once I get the size that I like, I can go in and just keep duplicating that and just kind of moving it around. And I could do it this way where I kind of like have a line going. So now I have Tuesday through Friday, and then I have this open space if I wanted to add some like cute stickers for note taking, or maybe I want to add my schedule for the week on the side here. So that's one of the options that you have with it. You could do the same thing without this background. Like if I really wanted to take that background out, but you see how it kind of, the white gets washed out. I could have done that same thing with that like orange yellowish looking color, and then just had the boxes in that color and do the same exact thing if I wanted more of the background, right? So that's one option. If I was turning this into a daily planner instead, maybe instead of having all of these boxes here, I would do maybe like a long one and then do my morning and my afternoon. So I would get this to fit in nicely, maybe a little smaller. And I'm OCD, so I duplicate it so I make sure that it's exactly the same size versus trying to size them the same way. You could also take one and put it on top of the other and make sure they're perfectly aligned, but I'm extra. So I want them to be exactly the same size. And then now maybe I would put my stickers up here for the day of the week and something like that. And then I would put morning, afternoon. So why don't we kind of finish this one and then we'll keep going from there. But so far, any questions so far? Or anyone want to see a different style? Or anything like that? I got new people coming in. Welcome, welcome. If you guys are brand new to GoodNotes, I would say 2 months or less, drop a pink heart for me, just so I know that you're newer and I can keep things as basic as possible. If not, we keep going. So right now we're creating a daily spread using digital paper, and we literally use the same digital paper to create these boxes, right? So this is what we started with. and this is where we are so far. So now from here, I can go ahead and bring in my February sticker and then kind of put morning, afternoon, and go from there. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, we're just going to keep going, right? Okay. So another question I get a lot is, how do I manage going back and forth between my sticker packs and everything else? So, and I've said this in previous lives before, but the best way to do this is to have your iPad this way, because this way you get two larger sides and you're able to see everything on both sides and drag them over. The reason I put you guys in this format is because I like the whole screen to be viewed by you guys. So I make it harder for myself a little bit because these boxes are smaller, but at least you guys can see what I'm doing. With that being said, now that these are the colors that I'm using over here, I'm going to try and bring something that's probably black, just so that I can kind of go through it. So let's look for some stickers that are going to be used for like the day of the week and things of that nature. Okay, so let's look through. Let me see. Where can I find some black ones? And my essentials, I think I have them. Okay. So this one has pretty much like black everything. And then I can use the months. Okay, perfect. All right. So here, to move things over from one side to the next, we used to be able to hold it down and then bring it over. Hold on, I have to put my images on. We used to be able to just hold down and bring it over, but there's a glitch that kind of creates that. So if you're finding that you're having that issue where the background pops up this way, then just know that this has been a thing with GoodNotes for a while. The workaround for that is to use the lasso tool and just kind of lasso what you want, hold it down, bring it over. And now when you tap away from it, you don't get that white background. So if you're encountering that, that's the workaround for it. The other way you could do it is tap it again, click copy, and then paste it on this side. But when you move it over with the lasso, it is a little bit faster. So the other thing I like doing when I move it over, I like to kind of size it. Sorry. I like to kind of size it. And hold on, that's my little one asking me a question about fried rice. Bear with me one second. So I like to kind of size it right when I move it over. And this way, I can have it right in the middle of the page. How do I turn this off right now? So now I can kind of put it in the middle there and do it that way. When I go back to my stickers, you can make them smaller, and from there you can kind of choose whatever else you're doing, right? So for these boxes, I'm gonna say it's morning and afternoon, so I'm going to literally circle them both and then move them over. So that goes that way. And then normally what I like to do is I like to size them together so I know what the size of them is going to be. And I can kind of size up. Now the word afternoon is longer, so it's going to be smaller anyway. And then you move over what you need, right? So that's kind of, and that bothers me. I don't like seeing that that word is smaller, but for right now, I'm just going to leave it. Okay. From here, I would probably put some cute little stickers, decorate it. You can put this as like if it's a weekend one, this could be Saturday, Sunday, or whatever you want it to be. Any questions so far? You're all still with me? Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's a quick preview of a conversation with the 14-year-old who doesn't like fried rice. He's at the restaurant with his dad asking me, "Would I like fried rice?" Like, oh my God, just try it. I don't know because they're using peanut oil and I really don't like onions. Oh my God. I know, right? Fried rice is delicious. Just try it, boy. And then from there, I would grab some cute spring stickers, kind of spruce it around, depending if I'm working or not. This would probably be like a spread that I use for working. So it'll be so today's the 15th. So this would be the 18th if I was going to work. So I would bring it over, and here I go trying to do it the same way again. So copying it and pasting it. And then I would kind of stick it up here. The other thing that people get confused with is, I know, fried rice, like the most simple thing. He's worried about it. Um, is layering them. So when does GoodNotes put one thing after another? So I'm going to tell you this way. Whatever you put first on your page is what GoodNotes is going to remember, and it's going to leave it there first. Whatever you put after, it's going to put it on top of it. So if I put this on top of the word January, it's going to stay there and cover it because February, because February was on the page first and I added the date dot after. But if I want the February to be on top of that, I need to tap it again, and then I need to look for arrange and then bring to front. So when I put the 18th on top of there, you can't see it so well because they're both black. But when I put it on top of there, it puts the word on top of each other. So that's how you can pretty much figure out like how do you want it to look and what goes first. You're always looking for that arrange button. If it's hiding behind the paper, all you have to do, it's hiding behind the paper, like the digital paper, or it's hiding behind like this type of paper. Because that'll happen too, but all you have to do is tap it and then arrange it. It shouldn't be hiding behind the digital paper because the digital paper is the actual like regular paper on the screen. It shouldn't be hiding behind the digital unless you're using a sticker as a digital paper, which I do that too. Like if I see something that I really like, a design that I like, I use it as digital paper and it's going to hide behind there because I spread it out and made it into paper. But it should not go back there. All right, so now that this is pretty much done, I could probably add like a little sticker for like note taking here on the side. So let's look for something for notes. And then maybe I can grab like maybe this for my schedule. So we're going to grab this one, move it over. All right, so now we have this. So now we basically have our spread, and then we can have our notes here, and then my schedule for the day. So I can put, I'm working from what time to work, from what time to what time. So Maria, let me just show you real quick. So if I take this off, this is what the spread looks like without that division there or that little piece of paper that basically is still a sticker. So this is what it would look like. But let's say I'm looking at this and I really need another color to separate. So when I'm zooming in and I'm doing my little trick here where I grab a piece of the colors from there, copy, And then now I want it on there, paste. So I'm gonna spread it out and kind of figure out where this is gonna go. And now I'm doing this. Remember that I deleted the original one that was there. So now this is new and it's going on there. Because it's the last thing I put on the screen, it's going to hide everything. So I would just tap it and then arrange and send to back. And now it went back. But it's not going to go behind the paper because the digital paper is the only paper on this screen. Send me a video of that. I want to see that. And then I'll be able to tell. Everyone with me? So the other thing I wanted to show you guys, so this pretty green back here, I want to use that as the color that I'm going to be writing everything in, because again, I want to bring everything back in, and I like having things that kind of match each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my text box tool, and I'm going to write the word notes here. So I'm going to grab my keyboard and I'm going to write notes, and now notes is up here, but it's in red because that's what was saved last as my default. This green color I probably don't have saved because it's the first time using the green, but I'm going to take that green and I'm going to make that color, and then I'm going to move it around. So how do I do that? I go back to the lasso tool. I'm going to turn off images. Whenever you have a bunch of stickers and you're trying to decorate on top of those stickers and you're using the lasso tool, make sure that when you're using, especially the text box tool or even the pen tool, you want to turn images off so that you can edit those items without moving around the rest of the stickers. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and circle that word. I'm going to tap it and I'm going to make it bigger and kind of catty corner it so it stays up here. But again, I kind of want it to be that green color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into it, circle it again, tap it, and then I'm gonna hit this color wheel. You guys see the color wheel right there. I'm gonna tap it, and then I'm going to do custom, and I'm gonna hit this little button here, and it turns into this little thing that I can then scroll over the page and kind of pick the color that I want. Now that it's added there, I can set it as a preset. So it gets added, and you can do that over and over again with whatever colors you have. I could have also looked through here to see which one of these colors resembles it or looks the most like it. But because I already have the color there, I'm just gonna use it. And now the notes went from being red to being the same color green. And I can write everything else in there that I want in that green color now if I want to. Any questions there? Yeah, Dragonfly. You came to class today. So there we went, and we had basically a blank page, digital paper, and we went and we created this masterpiece, and you can use this as your daily for that day. So let's go ahead and do a weekly one, but we're going to do it a little different. So I'm going to use different paper. I'm going to go choose a different piece of paper. And I want to use something from that cotton candy collection that I dropped, because those colors are screaming my name. So I'm going to go and grab that from the new drops, and it was the cotton candy one. So we have like all these pretty pinks and blues, and then I'm going to grab one of these pages. Let's try this one. So I'm going to copy that page, right? So again, we're always leaving the notebook that we have all of these things stored in, we're always leaving them intact. I'm not going to go and create something on top of the original notebook it came in, because then I'm going to ruin it and I'm going to have to copy it again, delete everything. But if you guys ever like do something in that original notebook, don't get freaked out. Just copy it out, move it, and then go to the three dots here and you can clear the page. You hit clear page and it goes back to normal. Just so you guys know, because that was something I used to do before. So then I'm going to bring it over here and paste the page. And now this is what my template looks like, right? Now, a weekly spread, I can do the same thing. I can go back in, maybe take a screenshot of this color and make smaller boxes, my 5 or my 7 boxes, whatever I want to do there. And that would be really cute, right? So if we went in and we circled this color, took a screenshot of that, and then copied it, I can then go in here and paste a few boxes, right? It's a short week, so I only need 4. So I would probably do something like this, where I would maybe do my 4 boxes this way. And then now all I have to do is put in some date dots, and uh-oh, I'm hitting this. But from here, I can size them all because this is digital paper. This isn't going to move anywhere. So what I would do is I would go into my lasso tool, put my images back on, circle all of this, and then adjust it this way. And then now they all fit. And then I literally would just take my date dots and put the dates. And I just made a weekly spread like that. Literally in 5 minutes, I just add my date dots, put my month up here, and I'm ready to go. I can just add what I'm doing for the week or whatever I'm doing. I know I dropped this and I knew it was going to be a big one. Literally everyone's been buying this one up. I'm happy. I'm happy you guys like it. So with that being said, you pretty much are done. But here's another thing you can do. If you have, let's say you have a sticker pack where you have all of these weekly spreads readily available for you, which is, if you don't, you should. And I created this one for the sole purpose of this page. So let's actually do that, right? We're going to add another screen so we can use this format, add the month, add the date dots, keep it moving. But if you're feeling creative, you can go in and have a sticker do it for you. Or depending on how much time you have, right? You take a sticker like this. So I'm going to make sure that my images are on, grab it, move it over. And then now I just went in and used the paper and did it this way. So now I have all of what I needed on there. And it's a little hard to see, honestly, the pink on top of the pink. But here's an easy fix. The pack that this was in is called, help me somebody, Weekly. It's an Ultimate Weekly Planning Pack. And it has literally everything you can think of to plan your week. So I was like, we really need something in the shop where we could just grab these things and keep it moving. So you get like a whole bunch of different colors. You get all of these different weekly. It's literally just for your week. You can use it however you want. You get like all of these other ones that you can use for your weekly. I try to use as many different colors as possible, but I still kept in mind that we're kind of going into spring. So it has all of these options for you. Super cute. You did? Oh, let me know how you like it. So we could do that. And now all we really have to do is add the month up here. And we're ready to go. We put our date dots on here and we pretty much are done. Can you show date dots, please? Absolutely. This is a really good spread to show date dots on. So let's say I was making a spread and I need date dots to come over on this side. Let's just pretend I'm not going to go with the actual dates right now, just for showing purposes, right? So I'm going to go back to that same cotton candy spread, or pack, I should say, that we did. And let's go in. We are in the month of February, so I'm going to bring February over. Yes, you can clear the page if you accidentally write on it. Give me 1 second and I'll show you. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this over. Can we see it? No, we can't really see it on top of here. I don't like that. But if we move it down here on top of this, we probably can. So I'm probably going to either leave it there or choose a different color. I don't know yet. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. But to answer her question with the date dots, I'm going to go into these. All right. So I'm going to show you a few things here with the date dots because the date dots are confusing and I know how confusing they can be. So these date dots, let me just close this screen out so you guys can see. These date dots are on top of a sticker. So what happens is when you guys try to grab them with the lasso tool, you guys are also grabbing this sticker that's underneath it. The reason I give you guys this is because I'm going to show you right now. If I wanted to use that on a different spread, I could then, like, let's say I wanted to use that paper to make a monthly planner. I like giving you guys options where you can take exactly what is already there and like kind of move it over here without having to worry about, well, where am I going to get an actual planner from? So this is why I give it to you guys. This way now, this could be any month. The split screen, okay, I'll show you. Now you can use this for any month. You don't have to, you're not married to any particular month because you can use this forever and ever. This is a spread with 5 weeks in it. So as long as the month has 5 weeks, you can use this. Let's pretend I do have options with 5 or 6 weeks, but let's pretend that you don't have that option and you want to convert this into a 6-week. You can definitely take this area here. Actually, the easiest way to do it would be to duplicate it and then take this, crop it, add that week in that you need, and now you just added another week into it as long as you align it, okay? So just letting you guys know, you would just make sure it's perfectly aligned on there and boom, you get that extra week if you needed it, okay? So that's one way to do it. But in this example, this is only 5 weeks. So I just wanted to say that because the way I'm about to move stickers is going to be different because I know that this has a sticker underneath it. So I'm not going to grab them the way I normally do. So I'm going to do it twice. So for the person who missed the split screen, there's 2 ways to split your screen. And when you guys are creating, make sure that you guys are in this format so you have a bigger screen. You see how much bigger that looks? So you can actually click the 3 dots up here and then hit split view. And now you can choose from wherever you want. You can even go to Safari. You can go wherever you want to go. The other option is when you're in the spread that you want to be in, you can lift up from the bottom and then open up another GoodNotes by dragging it over. Just like that. So now you have the split screen and then you can make it smaller so you can see the whole page. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys supporting always. And I'm going to use that moment to say, a lot of you guys send me requests. Don't be shy to send me a request. If there's something you've wanted to see out in the shop and you just can't find it or don't see it anywhere, send me a message. I don't get offended. You know, I'm going to go look it up and see if, as long as nobody else did it, you know, because I don't like copying other shops. I'm gonna take some time and do some investigative work and see what it would look like if I created it, spend some time on it and you know, bring it out. A few of you guys have said to me, you know, I'm really looking for this, or I would like if you did that, and I'm working on those and I'll drop them for you guys because again, I can only come up with so many things. And you guys definitely helping me and telling me what you want to see is very, very helpful. So let's go back to our date dots, right? So I just wanted to bring that over so you guys can see that this is going to be a little different. So if I was using this particular pack of stickers to do the spread, this is how I would do it. So with that being said, I'm going to move these date dots over to this page, but I'm going to show you different ways. This I'm going to do different again because these are on top of a sticker. So instead of, right, my normal way would be to use the lasso tool, make sure that I'm on images, and I would circle all of the ones that I would want like this, and then literally move them over. But if I do that right now, I'm gonna be moving everything, including that background. You guys see? It's gonna move that background. Now, I can move it and then just exit out of there. Actually, yeah, I could do that. Back. Take it off. Okay. You're welcome. If I miss it, just put it back in the chat because sometimes I'm so involved in trying to see what I'm doing over here. All right, so next week is from the 17th, Monday's the 17th through the 21st, and then the weekend we have the 22nd and the 23rd. Okay, so I would basically just go in and circle from the 17th all the way to the 22nd, and I might grab more than I need. And then I'm going to take that and move it over. That's okay that they're there. I'm going to open them up a little bit because I already know that I probably want that date dot to be bigger. So I know that we're going from the 17th, the 16 came over, but that's okay. So I want them a little bit bigger. So I'm going to kind of spread it out like that. And once I get the size that I want, I'm going to go back to that page so you guys can see. And then I'm going to get rid of this background. Boom. Now those date dots are there. Okay. So now that I have the size that I want, because I sized them before I did that, I'm going to move them over. So now I have my date dots here. And then Saturday, and then there's no Sunday. So I'd probably put another box in here and then just do the 22nd. So that's how I would move that. No, don't feel lost. Don't feel lost. So who asked the date dot question? I just want to make sure. I answered the split. Can you do the page after I have to do that too. Can you show the date dots? Audrey, did you get the date dots or you need me to go back in and do it one more time? Okay, you got it? Perfect. Carmen, I can do it again for you. Yeah, I could do that too. A trick that I do sometimes when the colors don't really match, I like to go in with my highlighter and I'll find the white. For example, I'll go over here and do the white, and then I'll zoom into it and maybe try, well, I need to make sure my highlighter is small, and then I just kind of go like this. This is going to be a bad example. I don't know if it's going to do it. No, the Monday is, I'm sorry, that color is too bright. Hold on. We could do black instead. You guys get what I'm saying. Zoomed in doesn't look that well, but when you zoom out, I could do it with a pen too, if that was bothering me. But I probably wouldn't put this background on this type of paint, on that same pink. But that's a way to kind of put it on there. Can you? Yeah, I can put a small box over it. Absolutely. Yes, I can. I absolutely can. We could also try on a different. So someone asked a question like, what if you have a page and you have a bunch of stuff on it and then you realize it's part of the wrong pack? Let me show, or you did it in the wrong place. Let me show you real quick. Okay. So let's say I didn't realize and I started creating on top of, let's try this one. And let's say I literally just start writing a bunch of stuff on here, da da da, and now, oh my God, this is messed up. What I would do is I would take this page because I still want this page. I'm going to take it and I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go to whatever notebook it is I wanted this to be in originally, and I'm going to add it in there. And then I'm going to go back to that page where I messed it up at, and I'm going to click the three dots up here. Just follow me for a second. And I'm going to do clear page. And it all goes away. If I had 20 stickers on here, whatever it was that I had on there, it would all disappear. So that's how you do it. So now this page is back to what it was supposed to be. And the other page has been moved to where I wanted it. I brought that there on purpose. I wanted to show you guys. So now we were doing this one here and we were like, oh, the colors don't really vibe. Check this out. This is a lot lighter. I'm going to get rid of this page just so I can show you guys. And that's how you get rid of pages. You move it to trash. And now I'm going to take this page. I'm going to clear it. And what I'm going to do is, since I don't like the fact that this paper, or I should say like the days of the week are not as noticeable, this is what I'm going to do. Instead of erasing everything and starting over, I'm going to go in with the lasso tool. I'm going to turn it on square because it's a big section of things I'm moving. I'm going to tap it. I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to paste it. Look how much better that looks on this type of paper. And now I can take this February, put it up here if I want to, but now it's a lot more noticeable. And then I'm going to take my eraser tool and delete this off of here because I don't need it now. But now everything is perfect. I can see the colors perfectly, everything. Any questions so far? We're rocking and rolling over here.
Mom, if you ate them, I don't care. No, he didn't.
Is it? Ah, thank you. And I said it too before I moved it. I was like, 16th, I'm going to delete.
My candy drawer was okay.
You can move the date dots that way, or you can circle it and whoop. See, you can't because there's a sticker there. So this is the best way to do it. But if this was stuck on the page, you could do that. No worries. We're just going to do this. And then the 22nd. See, now it makes sense because I was like, what is that 22nd down here for? If you had bad handwriting, absolutely, here's what you would do. And here's another thing, guys. Like, GoodNotes is so amazing with, right now these boxes look so tiny. And a lot of times people are like, what am I going to fit in these boxes? When you zoom in, you really have a lot of room to work with. You just don't realize it. So asking for, what to do with your handwriting. Here's a few things I'll suggest. The number one thing is you want to check your settings on the pen. If you want to learn how to write neater, I would suggest using the stroke stabilization because the higher it is, the slower the pen's going to move. And I'll give you an example. So if I want to put on here like client meeting and I want my handwriting on it, I have it set where it's automatically going to, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. Let me take it down. So the stabilization is where you kind of want to like start. So let's say, and this color is getting lost on here. But I can suggest, did you guys see that? It gave me a suggestion for meeting, and you can tap it or ignore it. But, and I don't think I have it turned on. What I can do is I can go into there, turn off images. I can circle it, tap it, and then you click this AI button here, and it kind of like, I don't, it's supposed to like help you straighten it out, and it'll fix it for you. But I don't have that option set up. So I think you guys have to go into the actual settings. I'll do a video on it. I'll figure it out and do a video on it, because I know that if you're writing, you can do that. Now, the other thing that I do, because I do like to write a lot on my screen, what I do is I take the text box tool and I put it here. And then what I do is, instead of using the keyboard, as long as you don't type right on top of it, I can then type client meeting 9 a.m. and it puts it in for me. That's my favorite trick with it. So now I wrote it out, but it changed it into a text for me. So that's if you want it to be like nice and neat, that's what I would suggest. Like, depends on how like you consider your handwriting to be. Me personally, I do like to look at my planner with a little bit of my own handwriting. And then from there, I would go in here, tap it, and then make it smaller so it fits the box. But you see what I'm saying? As I zoom in, I do have a lot of room to actually keep going. And then we're going to change the color because that red does not complement this. And maybe we go with like, I don't know, like a pink maybe? Let's see how that looks. That's not bad. What about white? That's even better, I think. I don't know. But I would probably make it bigger. All of the stickers you see are available on my Etsy shop. The link is in the bio. Purple. Let's try purple. Yes, I like that. Good. I like purple. And if you're new here, I'll show you really quick. This is what it looks like. So when you go in, it looks like that. And everything that's new, I don't know if I've explained this before, but you can literally go into the new drop section. And most of the time when I'm on live, I'm utilizing something from the new drops. Okay, so we did the date dots. I answered the other question with erasing it from the main screen. Any other questions I can answer? Anyone struggling with anything sticker-wise recently? I'm thinking about something I want to show you guys as I'm waiting for any questions to come through. They are all pre-cropped stickers, absolutely. Let me show you guys this one more trick. So this pack has a lot of like weekly things in here. But let's just say, for purposes of this, that I want to use this sticker as, actually the previous spread was better. Let me take it over there. I turned the images off, didn't I? All right, so I'm going to cut it from here because I don't want it there. But let's say I wanted to add that sticky here because I want the same color theme. Don't worry, you know what I'm going to do? I thought about this earlier. I'm going to extend the sale because President's Day is there anyway, and Someone asked me for a specific pack that I'm still working on that I'm definitely going to drop before Monday. So I'm going to keep the sale going. Don't worry. So I'm going to paste that here. All right. So I want this to be my sticky note, but I don't want it to say Thursday. I want it to say notes. I don't want it to say Thursday. So how do I get rid of that? If you have any sticker at all, you can go ahead and take that color and cover it. So the same trick I showed you guys that I'm always, hold on a second. It's okay. I don't know. I saw something got filtered. I'm like, what's going on? What happened? Angie,
Yeah?
can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you let Tank out? He's whining by the door.
Yeah.
You guys want to see my puppy? He's not really a puppy anymore, but hi, Tank. You got to go outside? All right. So with that, if I wanted to take this word out of here, that same trick I've been showing you guys where we take a little screenshot of hold on, where did my thing go? Why is it not working? Is it because I'm on? Hold on. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Oh, here it is. Take a screenshot. Why couldn't I see it? Okay. Copy. Right? So now I'm going to use that same screenshot and I'm going to go ahead, make it small, make it fit, and I'm going to try and put it right over the word. Boom. That word went away. Do you? Oh my God, tell me she's an American bully. If she's an American bully, send me some pictures. Please. I'm trying to find a girlfriend for him by the time he's 1.5. Oh, okay. Send me a picture anyway. So now that sticker was a Thursday sticker, but I just converted it to a regular sticky note so that I can then put notes on here. You guys see that? So really, all these stickers that you buy, you can customize them to be whatever you want it to be. So now I can go back in. I can put the text box on here. I can write the word notes. And then I can take that, turn my images off, circle it, and then I'm going to size it a little bit bigger, move it up here, and now it no longer says Thursday on there. I just converted that into a sticky note. And then obviously this color doesn't go, so we're going to change it and make it maybe this purple. So you see how you customize whatever sticker you want to customize? Any questions? Or does anyone want to see any of that stuff over again? So now I have my little notes. I have my weekend done, or I'm sorry, my week. Okay, hold on, let me see. Are you on the text box? You just have to turn off the microphone. You probably tapped the microphone by mistake, and when you tap the microphone, it'll automatically start typing everything that someone says. Really? And it's still doing it? Close GoodNotes and go back in. Angie,
Yeah?
can you let him back in?
Yeah.
Thank you. Try closing it out and going back in. That a lot of times, sometimes, like I'll notice, like if I'm duplicating stuff, I'll notice like GoodNotes will glitch on me. I just close it out and go back in. So what we did today, we did a weekday spread. We kind of went different ways, right? We did it where the sticker's already created there for you, or you can go in and kind of do something like this and do the dates that way. And then we also did like a daily spread with different stickers. I feel like we did a lot. Oh, thank you. We have over 5,000 likes, guys. Thank you. Anyone else want to see anything? You closed it out, Maria, and it's still doing it? You closed out the app completely? And are there any of the drops that you guys wanted to see live? I mean, I post the videos, but how to use the borders vacuum. I'll show you right now. This is the perfect page to use it. Okay. The borders pack that I have, is it this one? The everyday borders? This one that has all of these pretty colors on it? Yeah, if you ever have any problems downloading any of my stuff, message me right on Etsy and I'll immediately email it to you. Because I know sometimes not GoodNotes, Etsy doesn't, it depends on where you bought it. One thing to remember, whenever you're downloading anything from Etsy, not just my shop, make sure that you don't have two accounts. Because I find that problem with a lot of people. They'll have like an account without realizing it on their phone. And like you're searching through Etsy for stuff and you're buying it on there. And then it ends up being a different email than you have like maybe on your iPad. So when you have that problem, let me see if I can log in on here. Mine's probably going to look different though because I'm a seller. So I don't know if I'm going to have. Hold on, let me see if I can show you what I mean. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to find my other account. I don't have it because I'm on my seller account, but I'll just show you guys. So when you're on Etsy, there's going to be an option around here that's going to basically have your previous purchases. It won't let me sign into my other account because this is a new iPad, so I don't have it listed on here. But when you go to your downloads, you should be able to have everything you've ever bought that's digital on Etsy always available there. So that's one spot you want to check. The other thing is if you're going on Etsy or if you're buying through your phone, again, just make sure that the same account you're logged in on your iPad is on your phone, because otherwise you won't be able to see anything. And then if it's one of my items, just message me and I'll email it to you, and then you'll be able to download it from there. Okay, good. Yeah, I know sometimes it'll glitch out and I'll notice, like, for the most part, the people that have a problem with the download is always either like you purchased it from your phone and then you realize that you have like double accounts. Let me show you what mine look like in case. So on mine, I'll just show you guys really quick. Every time you buy something from my shop, you're gonna get this sent. Sorry, this. You're gonna get this sent to Etsy. It's gonna go into your purchases from Etsy, and that's the same for pretty much all shops. You're gonna get a PDF. On mine, when you scroll down, it's gonna say tap for GoodNotes. You're literally just gonna tap it, and then you're gonna click open. And then this screen's gonna pop up, and you're going to click the download up here. So you're going to download it that way. And then it's telling you it's a large item. So do you want to download anyway? You're going to say download anyway. And then you click download again. And then if you notice, it started to download up here. So when it's done downloading, you literally just click it. And then when you go here, a lot of people make the mistake that they click preview content and they want to try and download it to their GoodNotes from this page. If you do that, you're only going to get this page because it is a preview that you're downloading. So you want to go back up here, and then from this page, because it's not the preview page, you're going to click the download again and open in GoodNotes. And then it should switch over to GoodNotes, and then you're going to do import as new document, and then you select wherever you want it, and then import. Right now it's going to go to my new drops, and then it should all come up with everything. So that's how you do most of the downloads out there. Just wanted to share that. Oh, I'm like, wait, what was I going to do with these borders? So yes, so these borders, I use them a few different ways. Let's say I'm going to use it on this spread. So this is that digital paper that I had before. No problem. I'm going to take this one because it looks a little bit like that other color there in the middle. And I use them different ways, right? So this is really just a piece of paper, technically, that I made into a border. So I could do a few things with it. I can size it and maybe use it as a border on here. So if I use it as a border, I'm going to take it, duplicate it, and maybe use it on the top and the bottom, right? And then from here, I would probably take, what did I do with the calendar? Did I take it out? I had one in here. Okay, maybe take like a calendar, copy that, and then make it into an actual calendar. And then kind of take this guy and expand it as much as I can. So it kind of sits right there. But I probably want to be able to see that background a little bit, so I'll probably leave it like that. So I would do something like this with it. I could also take this out. I'll show you in a minute. I could also take this out and then maybe have it do, hold on guys, I have to reset because I've been on for an hour now. All right, we're good. Take this, duplicate it, bring this back down here where I had it, and then maybe use this guy to kind of align on the sides. So I could do that if I wanted to, and then duplicate it, move this guy over here. So now I have like a little box in the middle and maybe decorate it and do whatever I want. The other thing I use it for, let me see, where would I put, okay, hold on, I'm trying to think, where would I put it? It was this page right here we were doing. Yeah, remember when we had all of this over here? I could also take this, move it back over here, right? And we were having problems being able to see that color. But let's say I wanted a different color up here. I can go back into the borders and maybe look for the neon ones. And then maybe bring this pink over. So I can leave it up here and then bring, remember that word February wasn't being able to be seen properly up there? But you just have to be mindful that because this is paper, this all underneath this sticker is paper. So this has to be able to be viewed. And if you cover like the little wavy things from that page, it's gonna look a little weird. So maybe do it like this. And then I can bring over the word February back if I want. Put it up here so that if I really wanted it to be on the top, you can see it. So that's another way I use borders. The other way I use borders is, let's say I wanted a sticky note, but I really don't have any sticky notes or anything, but I really wanted just a blank spot to write. I can take, let's say this green, move it over here. And then now what I'll do is I'll turn it into a sticky note by stretching it out and kind of giving it whatever shape I want. Like that. And then now I can put that there as a sticky note. From the other page, that page that I was on that had it there, this is a sticker that I put on this digital paper. We did this, I think, at our last live, if not the one before that. So I just had it saved there. So that's why I was able to take it away, because this is not part of the paper. The paper is really just this. That's why I was able to take it. I try to put one of these in almost every pack I do so that you guys always have options on making your calendars. Because I know, most of us want to kind of create our own thing. So I'll try to give you guys those options there. So does that answer your question with the borders? Kind of like how I use them. The other way I use borders too, like let's say this template is what I'm working with and I like the purple in the back, but I don't want the yellow and the green. I don't have to use it that way. So let's say I love that purple in the back, but I want to use a completely different color. I might go into this borders pack, find something that complements that other purple back there. Let's say like a lighter purple, bring it over. And then this is a template, you guys buy it and it looks just like this. I might take this guy and now spread it out, try to like match what's already on there, like this, right? And then keep taking it, duplicating it. I can go on for days giving you options for these, by the way. But I love the question because it just makes me show you guys more tricks. And I just kind of like make it fit as best as I can. A little bit where you don't see the yellow. And then I keep going to cover every single one of those other ones. And then by the end of the, oops, I forgot I didn't copy it. Sorry. You keep duplicating it. And then you just keep covering everything. And now you just went from having a yellow, green, and, well, Mardi Gras looking template, right? To something completely different. And maybe if you have the, you probably have it. I don't even know. But if you have that other pack, where is it? The one that I dropped the other day. The purple one. Oh, the lilac vibes. That's what it's called. I'm starting to forget what I name things. This one. Maybe if I had this spread, here's another thing you can do. Watch this. So now I did that and I covered it, right? Check this out. I'm going to leave that right there for a minute. But this one has like a bunch of like pretty purple things. Now I could use this pack on this template. And this template wasn't included in here, was it? Nope, it wasn't. So now you took a template from a whole other different pack and you brought it over here and made it into something. But check this out. So I'm going to leave that right there because I'm coming back to it in a minute. So now this one I keep duplicating and just kind of covering everything as I go, right? So now, boom. And then let's say I'm going to take it again, duplicate it, cover this yellow one up here. And now this green one, check this out. This pretty background here, I'm going to take a screenshot of it. And now watch this. I'm going to kind of size it this way. I probably should take a bigger, let me take a bigger chunk of it so it doesn't warp. You have to make sure that you take a big chunk of it so when you size it down, it doesn't look weird. Or when you size it up, I should say. Look at this. You guys get what I'm doing. But you guys get the drift, right? So if I wanted to cover this a little bit, I'd probably play with it a little bit more. But look how you just took that template that looked completely different and you made it into something else. So that's what I use the borders for, to just kind of adjust whatever or transfer something from one thing to another. Thank you for the question. I love being able to take something and turning it from something completely different. Any other questions? If not, we can wrap it up. I'm halfway through my wine and I haven't eaten dinner yet. You're welcome. No, you just have to be mindful that all of these are now stickers because you just went in and put them on there. So when you're writing on it or when you're circling, so if I wanted to add, let's say I wanted to add the word January up here. Why do I keep saying January? Like we're still in January. Right? So I put February up here. So now if I circle it and try to adjust it, it's going to adjust everything. So you just want to be mindful of that. The other thing you can use, oh my God, this question is so loaded. I keep coming up with other ideas too, but wait, bear with me. So because they're all stickers now, you just have to remember to turn your images off if you're going to adjust anything on the page. So then, for instance, now I moved it the way I wanted it. Maybe I turn it into a dark purple like that. So now I just started my daily spread, weekly spread, whatever I'm doing here. The other thing you can do with those borders, now that I'm thinking about it, so watch this, right? Say you wanted to change this template completely. You can use these boxes to kind of help you. So for instance, this template, let me turn images back on so I can click on stuff. This template had the two boxes, but let's say I don't want two boxes. I only want one. I can then take this, spread it out, and cover this whole bottom section. And now that template is completely different. If you save the page, does it create a new template? No, if you save the page, it's going to save it the same way you have it. So the original template with the green and the yellow, that's saved in my file with all my other sticker packs, right? So since I took the page and copied it out of there and put it here, whatever I create here is going to be here. And if I say I created this and I really love it, I can then take this, save it somewhere else, so I always have it to go back to. But however you save it, it's going to be however you, the minute you hit save, it's going to save it the way you have it. Can you change the color of the template letters you created? Template letters Are they a sticker or a template? Are you talking about the template pack, or are you talking about the weekly one, the ultimate? Girl, I don't know which one you purchased. Yeah. I try to remember what you buy, but on sales it's hard because a lot of sales come in, and I like looking at what you guys like so I can like keep track of it. Let me see. Was it this one? Hold on. What did you buy? What did you buy? Mm, this one? Carmen, I'm going to extend it. I'll turn it off on Monday because it's a long weekend, and I have a pack that someone asked me to create, and I'm in the middle of it, and I want them to be able to get it on sale. So I'm just going to have it go through Monday. This one. Okay. No, you can't change the colors of the letters on here. But just like when we adjusted that other page, do we have it in here? No. This one here that we did. Remember when we did this and we changed this sticker to this? You can cover it the same way I did this with a piece of or a screenshot, right? You can cover the word using the colors of whatever you're trying to adjust. Does that make sense? So for instance, let me just show you an instance. Let me move this over. So say I wanted this guy to be over here somewhere, and say I wanted this to be on top of it. I'm going to arrange it, bring to the front, and this word weekday, I don't want it there. I want it to be something else. Doesn't matter. I would zoom in as close as I can to get this color, zoom it, and then take a screenshot of that, and it's not showing up again. Take screenshot. There it is. So see how it became that color? I'm going to take it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to zoom out of it, and then I'm going to literally cover it. So if you want to cover something, just use the screenshot technique. Tank, stop. Kind of, sort of. You see what I'm saying? There it is, kind of. Sometimes you might have to take two pieces to be able to cover it properly so that you can have one that's a little bit smaller than the other. But that's okay because we can duplicate it right then and there. Move it over. Maybe this one we make smaller or whatever, a little wider. And then you get to cover it, and then you can put something over it. You're talking about this one. When I added it, I took the sticker that I wanted that was underneath it, and then I arranged it and brought it to the front, and that made it go on top of that one. Let me see if I have another example. So for instance, if you were moving this border over, and let's say this border was on the page first, and I add this, it's going to cover it. So you have to just make sure that whatever you want, see that glitch I was talking about before? I never duplicated it, but it's doing that. If I delete it, it's still like does that weird thing. I can bring it back and it will still keep duplicating it. See? That's a glitch. I literally just close out of GoodNotes, go back in it, and it should fix itself. Well, no, it didn't even do that. I have to literally close the page. There it is. So it stops doing it. It is annoying. Everything you see here is on my, or it's in my Etsy shop. So I create it and then I use them on live for you guys. So everything you see, and that's what the shop looks like when you go in it. And then you can kind of go through everything that's available. Everything I use is on there. Any other questions? $6,000 likes, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, every time I update or I add something to the shop, I post about it. So I'll put that. I have one coming for sure, and then I don't know if I'll have time for one more. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, guys, that'll do for today. I post about it on my TikTok. TikTok is probably where I post the most, and then I try to also put it on Instagram and Facebook. It's pretty much the same stuff. Buenas noches. All right, guys, great live. And by the way, whenever I do have a live, I also put the whole live on YouTube. This way, if you guys want to go back and see something, it's there. Or if you missed a part of my live, I normally add the live to YouTube within the same night or within 24 hours. You're welcome. My pleasure. Thanks for all the great questions. Awesome, awesome live. Thank you, guys. Have a great night. Good night, guys. Bye. When you buy from the shop, you get a digital download. So in your Etsy, when you buy it right from there, you're automatically going to get like a inbox notification that your download is available. So you get it instantly. You go right into your inbox and you'll get a download instruction page that looks like this. I'll show you right now. So you're going to get this in your inbox on Etsy, and it's literally going to let you know, like, thank you for your purchase, whatever. And then it's going to give you the option to download. And then you just click that download, and then there's instructions on the third page, and it shows you the steps that you have to take to be able to add it to your GoodNotes. And then once it's in your GoodNotes, it's there forever. And by the way, since it's a digital download, it's also available forever for you in your Etsy. And if you have any questions or problems, or you get stuck or confused trying to download it, just message me on Etsy or on TikTok. It doesn't matter. Good night. All right, guys. Have a great night. Bye. I'll see you guys next time.